$14 a bottle. That is what the spray at the hardware store costs now, the blue one, the one with the skull and crossbones printed small enough that most folks do not read it. 3 weeks ago, this plant had no holes in it at all. Now look at it. Half the leaf is gone, and somewhere behind you, in a garage or a shed, there is a bottle of that spray sitting there half used, because it did not finish the job the first time, and it will not finish it this time either. You have sprayed it twice already this season. You know you have, and you are standing there right now, wondering if there is something wrong with your garden, or if there is something nobody told you about the bottle in your hand. There is not a thing wrong with your garden. There is something wrong with the bottle. My name is Samuel Byler. I grew up Amish in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. My family grew vegetables on 40 acres for over 60 years, and in all that time, not $1 was ever spent on a pesticide bottle. I want to show you what I know. By the end of this, you will know exactly what my family used instead, something that cost less than a cup of coffee. You will know how to make it in about 10 minutes, using things you likely already have in your kitchen. And I am going to tell you something that should make you a little uneasy, which is that the pest control industry has known about this method for decades and has every reason to make sure you never hear of it. Stay with me. Here is what the pesticide industry charges you. A bottle of name brand spray runs $12 to $18. Most gardens need it every 10 to 14 days through the growing season. That comes out to 5, sometimes 6 bottles a summer. $90, some years more, just to keep the bugs off tomatoes you planted to save money in the first place. Here is what this actually costs. $3. One time. Not per bottle total, for enough to last the whole season. You do the math on which one they would rather sell you. This is not a conspiracy. Nobody sat in a room and decided to hide this from you. It is simpler than that. There is no profit in a leaf, some garlic, and a bit of dish soap. There is no shelf space for it, no brand name, no reason for anyone to advertise it to you. So it just quietly disappeared from what people knew. You were just never told. You are being told now. Here is what actually happens inside this. Certain plants, garlic, hot pepper, onion, carry natural compounds that insects cannot tolerate. Not poison, irritation. The bugs do not die from it the way they die from a chemical spray. They leave. They will not come near it a second time. This is not folktale. Researchers at Cornell's College of Agriculture have documented garlic and capsaicin extracts as effective deterrents against soft-bodied pests like aphids and cabbage worms, since studies going back to the 1990s. Organic farms across this country use nearly identical mixtures today because the science holds up. My grandfather used this. His grandfather used it before him. I remember standing next to my grandfather at the stove as a boy, watching him strain a pot of this into a jar, and asking him why we did not just buy what the English families bought at the store. He told me, because the store is selling you something we already have for free. I did not understand it then. I understand it now. Here is what I want you to do. You will need 4 garlic cloves, 1 small hot pepper, a jalapeno works fine, 1 tablespoon of plain dish soap, and 1 quart of water. Total cost, if you do not already have these, is under $3 at any grocery store. Step 1. Crush the garlic and the pepper together. You do not need to chop them fine. Crushed is enough to release the oils. Step 2. Add them to the quart of water and let it sit overnight. This is the step most folks skip, and it is the step that matters most. The longer it sits, the stronger it gets. Step 3. Strain out the solids and add the tablespoon of dish soap. The soap is not for cleaning, it helps the mixture stick to the leaves instead of running off. Step 4. Pour it into a spray bottle and apply it directly to the leaves, especially the undersides, where most pests are hiding. Do this every 5 to 7 days, or right after it rains. My wife will tell you the one mistake she made the first year we tried this ourselves. She sprayed it in full afternoon sun, and it can scorch the leaves slightly on a hot day. Apply it in the early morning or evening instead. That is the one thing most people get wrong. That is the whole of it. Now, I have to be honest with you about something, because this is exactly where I see folks get misled, and I will not do that to you. This will not wipe out a heavy infestation overnight the way a harsh chemical spray might. If your plants are already covered, it will take a week or two of consistent use to bring things back under control. What it will do is keep a healthy garden healthy, season after season, without the chemical buildup in your soil, and without spending another dollar at the store once you know how to make it. It is prevention more than it is rescue. Use it early, and you likely will not need the rescue at all. Honest is better than impressive. You did not forget this knowledge. It was taken from you. Slowly, one bottle at a time, one glossy advertisement at a time, until you arrived at a place where spraying chemicals on the food your family eats felt normal, and mixing garlic and water felt strange. I am not asking you to live the way I lived. I am asking you to do one thing this weekend. This weekend, here is what I want you to do. Buy garlic, one hot pepper, and dish soap if you do not have it under $3 total. Mix the batch tonight so it has time to sit overnight. Spray your garden tomorrow evening. That is it. 3 steps, $3, 1 evening. Tell me in the comments, what has pest spray been costing you this season? I read every single one. Before I go for the folks who want all 30 of these methods in one place, I have put together a manual at the link below. It is called the Byler Home Manual. 70 pages, $27, yours permanently. I will not mention it again in this video. If you want it, it is there. If you do not, everything I have shown you today is free. Next time I am going to show you how my family kept a house cool through a Pennsylvania summer without a single window unit. It involves the attic, and it involves a trick most builders stopped using 50 years ago. Nobody will show you this. I will. I will see you there. Until then, keep your hands in the dirt. And remember, the people who built this country with their hands knew things we are only just starting to remember.